Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie and let's get started. And today we're doing Mother's Day gift idea DIYs and crafts. For DIY number 1, I'm going to begin by using these 2 rounds. They are 8 inches round, and I'm going to use some of this Dollar Tree white acrylic paint them both on both sides. Now I'm going to take some Mod Podge and the mat from the Dollar Tree and my little brush from the Dollar Tree, and I printed out with my laser printer these 2 graphics. This one says Dog Mom, and then the other one says Cat Mom, but it's upside down. And I'm just going to do a nice, decent layer of Mod Podge on the front of this graphic. Doesn't have to be thin, doesn't have to be thick, just good and thorough and even, and nice and smooth. Now once I get it like I need it, then I just go ahead and take this paper, flip it over. This is just copy paper, and I place it on top of my wood round, center it well, and hold it because it wants to slide. So I'm just going to hold it and then press down all the edges nice and smooth. And then I'll do the same thing with the Cat Mom. Right now it's upside down, but I do turn it around at the last minute. I almost placed it wrong. But yeah, I got it right. So here I'm just adding my Mod Podge to this. Again, doing a nice thorough job. And here you're going to see where I almost place it down, but then I turn it around. Whoop, right here. Then put it down, press it in the center. That way it doesn't slide around, and then press everything nice and smooth. And I'm going to allow these 2 to dry, but I'm going to go ahead and flip these over, and I'm going to utilize the back of these. And with my laser printer, I also printed out pictures of my babies, my fur babies. These are my girls, my little Pomeranian. Her name is Honey Girl, and my little Shorkie, her name is Trixie. She is a Shih Tzu and Yorkie mix. That's why she's called a Shorkie. I'm going to do the same thing. Place my Mod Podge nice and even and thoroughly, and placing my picture right on top, pressing it down, making sure it doesn't slide. And then I'll just set this aside, allow this to dry completely, and I'll do the same thing to my Cat Mom wood round decor. And then I printed out this picture, 2 of my sweet kitty cat fur babies. This one's Trouble on the right and Pretty on the left. And he is true to his name. And she is true to her name. She's so pretty. He's so much trouble, but he's so cute and he's sweet. So I'm just going to place this on top of my wood round, pat it down, make sure it doesn't slide, get everything nice and adhered. And now I'll allow these to set completely. Now here, they're nice and dry. Now I'm going to take my spray bottle of water and soak these up. Allow the water to kind of penetrate the paper a little bit, and gently using my fingers remove the paper. Let the paper kind of roll off. So don't use any tools or anything because it'll be too harsh. And just rolling it gently. You might lose a little bit of the picture, but not much. It's just, you just gotta be gentle. And then just keep rubbing it and rolling it until you feel most of the paper off. Now here is my doggy, and as you can see, I began a little bit too harshly on the ears, and I did lose a little bit of the graphic right where the ears are, but I'm not mad at it. It looks a little bit more rustic. And so now I'm going to flip these over and do the other side. Here are the pictures, my little girl, well, my kitties, and then my doggies. And I'm just going to do the same thing. Just roll all the paper off, and you'll see that the picture came out just as good as the graphic. You can see that. Came out pretty cute. And then here are my little girls, my little doggies. And you could do this with family pictures. You could do this with fur babies. You could do this with any kind of graphic that you like, or that your mother would like, mom would like. Now here they are, nice and dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some more of the Mod Podge on top just to seal everything up. And I'm just going to kind of do long strokes to get everything nice and even. And then here is my doggies. So here are my doggies. Same thing. And then of course I do the same thing to the other side once this side dries. So I'll allow everything to dry. Now here are both sides, nice and dry. Now I'm going to go in my stash and grab some of these wood half beads. Now if you happen to find those wood rounds at the Dollar Tree with the half wood beads around it, you could skip this step, because as you can see, it'll turn out just like the ones they sell at the Dollar Tree. And then I use some of the Waverly Antique Wax to do a little bit of distressing on the beads themselves, on the half beads, like this. And I did this to both. The other side, I just left it plain. And since this is double-sided, it won't be a sign to hang. It'll just be like a shelf sitter. You just put against like the shelf or some books or what have you. And here's the kitty cat one. This one came out a little bit more thick, but that's okay. Whenever I do my distressing, however it comes out, I'm just gonna leave it. It just gives it character and it makes it look unique. And that is it. And I'll just flip this and show you the other side real quick. And this is how they look, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 2, at my local thrift store, I found these 2 adorable clay pots of faux plants, like the greenery. And I thought I would do a refresh on them for Mother's Day, something cute. Now you can do these with your own pots, your own greenery, your own supplies. But I thought this would be fun to do a little repurposing. So I'm going to take some of this moss paint by Waverly, and I'm going to paint the rims on the inside and the outside. And I'm saving all this greenery and moss. I will be reusing it because it's in good shape. Now in my stash, I went in and found some of these wooden buttons that I have. These are little flowers and some of these little butterflies. I'm just going to choose 6 flowers and 4 butterflies. And I'm going to take some of this floral wire and my wire snips and snip off a piece. This is just the black wire stuff in my stash. I'm going to thread this through each of these flowers in this manner, and then kind of twist it in the back and kind of intertwine the wire onto itself to make like a stem. And I'll do this to each of them. Here's my last one. I'm just going to fold this one in half. This is a little easier way to do it. Here is my little butterfly. Do the same thing. Put it through the little buttonholes and then kind of just twist all the way around onto itself. And I'll place these aside. Now I'm going to figure out the whole floral situation here. These are little white flowers. I'm going to remove those. I don't want to use those for this. Maybe it's some other time. I'm going to add some hot glue to the existing foam, the styrofoam, and then I'm just going to go ahead and fill this up. It looks like they use pieces. I'll just continue this same thing. Everything will be hot glued in here, so everything will be secure. I don't have to worry about anything falling apart. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. I'm going to remove these little flowers. We won't be using those. And I'll add the hot glue to the styrofoam, the fluorofoam, and place it in my pot. And I'll reuse these greenery pieces. I'll just place them back inside and add some hot glue to the moss. All the moss was in great shape, so were all the little greenery pieces, so there's no sense in throwing it out. I don't want to waste anything, so I'm just going to utilize everything that it came with, just kind of refresh it a little bit better. And then of course I'm going to add my little buttons and give it a little bit of a unique look. Here's some more of the greenery pieces. I'm just still finagling with this, trying to get it nice and full. And I'm pretty happy with it. It wasn't too dusty. Okay, so here are my pieces, and I'm just going to poke them into the floral foam as if these were the flowers. So see, it just gives it a unique look, and any child can do this. This is definitely kid friendly. Give them the buttons, give them the floral wire, allow them to thread it through and twist it. Little butterfly here, little butterfly there. I just did 3 little flowers in each pot and 2 little butterflies. But look how adorable, and it's so different and unique. could do this for Mother's Day. You could use any greenery you'd like, any pot you'd like. Look how cute. Here's some more greenery. And I'm just going to keep working, placing them inside. And it gives it a little bit of a kind of whimsical look. I think it's fun. Here's another little butterfly. This one's a little long, but that's okay. Just adds to the whimsy. My last little flower. And I have one more butterfly. I'll place it right here. Just look how adorable and unique this is. I think this is so cute. Now I'm just going to add a couple little burlap bows with some hot glue. And then that's going to be it for this one. This one's super simple. Just a little refresh, repurposed, and just too adorable. And here's how they look and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 3, I'm going to begin with this DIY fail that I did a couple years ago, and it's these 2 Dollar Tree vases, and I added the clear glue to create like a resin, like a faux resin look. And as you can see, it's been 2 years and it all seized up. Didn't work at all, but it's too hard to remove them, so I'm just going to place some gloves in my hand, and I'm just going to take out my resin kit that I got from Amazon, this one here. Now the Dollar Tree does carry resin if you can find it. I ran out, so I'm using these. They work the same 1-to-1 ratio, and I'll begin with part A and fill it up to 40 milliliters to where it says 40 on the measuring cup. And then I'll take part B, and from 40 I'll take it to 80. That's a 1-to-1 ratio, all the way up to 80 right here. Gotta go real slow. Put it away. Now I'm going to take a bamboo skewer, and I'm just going to mix this up very, very, very well. And then I decided, since the inside of the vases are a little bit yellowy, I'm just going to go with that. And I'm going to take some glitter. I have some glitter in my stash from the Dollar Tree, and it's just this little pack here. I'm going to take this white glitter that's just very iridescent and pretty, and I'm just going to go with it and make it all kind of go together. Give it a little bit of a sparkle, a little bit of shimmer, and then I'll pour half of this into one of my vases. It doesn't fill it all the way up to my original line. It's kind of like halfway, but it'll be good enough, I think, for this. But if you do this, of course, you could fill it up as high as you like. I'm just going to do half of this measuring cup inside of each of these little vases, which would be 40 milliliters each. And then I'll set these aside, allow these to set. So now, since I have my resin kit out, I decided to do another batch. And I'm going to do another 40 milliliters inside here. Take my time, get it nice and even. Now you can also use a little weight scale to measure if you like. For me, this is just the simplest way. It's just to make sure it's even at 40. And here is my part B. Do another 40, take it to 80. So as long as you have a little measuring cup, I think that's good. So now from the Dollar Tree, I found some more glitter in some pink tones. And I thought this little kit was really, really cute. So I'm going to add some of this. Kind of put a little bit too much, but that's okay. This one is more of a fuchsia color. And then this one here is like a pink, darker pink. The first one was like a light pink. Now I'm going to take my bamboo skewer and do a good mix. Just mix it really well. Get it nice and incorporated. A good couple minutes of mixing. So now on Amazon, I found these silicone molds to make your own pens. And I thought, ooh, how fun this would be for a mom. And it even brings the inserts with the ink. And there's plenty of them, so you can make plenty of pens with these. And all you do is take one of these ink inserts, place the point inside of the point of the silicone mold, and then there's like a little tab on the other end where you kind of put that through. That way it holds the ink insert in. And here's my last one. Get the ink insert nice and secure inside. That way it doesn't float to the surface when we add the mixture of resin. So here we go. And I'm glad I placed a piece of parchment paper underneath because it got a little bit messy just pouring this stuff because these little openings are so narrow. You have to be really, really careful. I think a measuring cup with a little spout would be beneficial here. But I didn't have one, so I just got to use what I have. But it worked out great. I'm just going to keep pouring this stuff in, allowing it to set inside. Add a little bit more to this one. I think this is where I started getting a little messy. But that's okay. It wasn't too bad. Just trying to get everything to go down to the bottom. Nice and filled. And then I still had way too much of the resin mixture. So in my stash, I have a silicone mold of a box that a sweet friend gifted me. Oh, here I'm using my silicone spatula to help get everything nice and smooth. So here's the little silicone box mold, and I'm just going to pour the remainder of my mixture because I don't want to waste it. And I'm going to pour it in here. That way Mom can have some new glittery pens and maybe a little box for, I don't know, thumbtacks, post-it notes, I don't know, whatever. Paper clips or even the pens. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pour all that in there. Allow this to set overnight. Here's the next day. Time to unmold everything. And look at this. Oh my goodness, these came out so gorgeous. Look at that. Wow, that's beautiful. I know I would love to have these gifted to me. If my loved ones made these for me, I would be so happy. Look how cute. You could use their favorite colors. These are, of course, in the pinks, but you could do greens and blues and what have you. And then you can reuse the molds over and over again. Here's the little box. We're going to now unmold this. Just kind of pop it off. And look at the little box. Came out super cute. Now it's just a little set. And of course, the silicone molds, you can reuse those over and over and over again. Now I'm going to show you a couple things that you can do. Oh, here I'm going to show you that the ink does work. It's got these little poppy things on there, so I removed that. And yes, all the ink works well. So now I'm going to do a little bit of embellishing. I'm going to take some of this Dollar Tree ribbon, make a little bow, and place it on one of these pens. And I think that's cute. I'm going to leave one plain, and then this one I'm going to take this glossy ribbon, also from the Dollar Tree, and create a quick, bigger, kind of floppy bow for this one. Kind of finagle it a little bit, get it to where you like it, and then snip off the ends. I like the way this glossy ribbon makes bows. I think it just, I don't know, it's just really cute. And I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue. Here I'm just showing you could put it on the little box too if you'd like, but I'm going to put it on one of these pens just to show you the options you have. But look how cute. And you could actually put some of this ribbon around the box if you'd like, but I didn't. And this is how they look, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 4, at the Dollar Tree, I found this Jolly Ranchers wax melts, and then these other wax melts. I'm going to remove 2 of these little squares of these wax melts off these Jolly Rancher ones, and they smell so good. And then this other set I'm going to remove, for now I'm going to remove just one of the little pink set, just one of the cubes. I will use another one in a little bit. Now I'm going to take my Dollar Tree scraper, paint scraper, and I'm going to cut these up. It's better to cut them up in smaller pieces. These are a little bit too big actually. And then just take any silicone mold that you have. This one happens to be of some little succulents, and I think I got this one from Amazon some time ago. So I'm just going to add these wax melts inside of these succulent little cavities, and with my heat gun I'm going to melt these wax melts inside That way they create the form of these little succulents. And I'm using my silicone spatula to help with the splashing of the wax melts, because they start melting and they start kind of like spraying everywhere. Now if you don't want to do this, you can also take one of these little buckets from the Dollar Tree. And here's where I'm going to take one more of these little squares, these little pink ones, and I'm going to cut it up again, nice and small. That way my heat gun doesn't have to work too hard and can melt it quicker. I'm going to pour these inside this little bucket because it's metal and it won't melt, and use my heat gun to melt the contents. Take my time, and then just be careful when you pick up the bucket. It's going to be hot because it's metal. Trust me. I'm trying to be real careful picking this up, and then just pouring the melted contents inside. You can do that instead if you like. Either way, this worked really well. Here I'm just going to finish melting this one here, this one wax melt cube, and I'm just showing you in real time. I'm just trying to be real careful not to burn my hand. These little buckets get so hot. They get real hot. So here's just one more time. Melt it all up and pour everything in, and just keep repeating the process until your little bucket is empty and everything is filled. Allow this to set. So for now I'm just going to set it aside. Now I'm going to take this wood slice that I got from the Dollar Tree some time ago, and I'm just going to take my needle nose pliers to remove this jute twine. I'm not going to need this. And I'm going to take some of the Waverly antique wax, and I'm going to take some water with my spray bottle. Get it nice and wet. That way this will flow a little bit easier. And then I'm going to paint this up with this antique wax. It came out a little darker than I wanted, but wow, these wood slices soaked it up quick. I was surprised. So now to tone down all that dark antique wax, I'm going to use some of the moss, and I'm just going to try to blend it in. And I did use a little bit more water for this until I get it to this point. Now it's looking a little bit more unique, and I'm going to allow this to dry. Here it is, nice and dry. My wax melts are nice and set, so it's time to unmold them. And I'm just going to very gently pull them out one by one. And I'm just going to show you each of them. Look how adorable. There's one, maybe this one, that kind of broke a little bit, but it's okay. And here's another one. Came out really cute. Adorable. Super sweet, especially if a mom loves succulents. This is fun. Of course, you can always do roses, any kind of florals. Amazon's got a ton of these little silicone molds, and they're not very expensive, maybe $5 or so. Very, very budget friendly. And using the Dollar Tree wax melts, perfect. Cute idea for a Mother's Day gift. And here's how they look, and a closer look at the final reveal. If you're on Instagram, here's my QR code. I invite you to scan it and come follow me on there. I post on there Monday through Fridays, as well as TikTok. Here's my QR code for there. Here is my QR code for Facebook, also Monday through Fridays, as well as my Pinterest. Here's my QR code for there. And here's my Lemonade account as well. And my Threads account. This is my handle, also Monday through Fridays. Here's my Home Talk QR code. I invite you to come scan it. Post on there twice a month. I do have a Facebook crafting group. I invite you to come join us there. And now we're at the final reveal. Let me know what you think and which one is your favorite one. While I take a moment and say thank you for taking time out of your busy day and watching my video. Hope you guys were able to get a few ideas for Mother's Day. I have a ton more ideas, and at the very end of this video I will add some pictures of past projects. If you haven't seen them yet, I'll just include those pictures, and I'll include a playlist link in my description box if you're interested in watching some more of those ideas. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. A lot more fun videos are coming with fresh ideas. To my next video, stay healthy, safe, and strong, and have a great day. Bye-bye.